Hey, welcome everybody, another episode of Big Shane, Little Shane. I'm Big Shane,
I'm Little Shane.
and today we have yet another YouTube original. But before we get to that, I want to give a couple of special shout outs to Fly Money 326, Escova 81, Go Shugo, Cruz S, and John U. Thank you very much for subscribing. We are now in the 20s. Goodbye, teens. All right. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you step by step how to take apart your vent and your dash, clean that up, get it all nice and pretty, looking like it's brand new. Okay, I'm feeling under pressure again being on camera, but I just want to show you. Here's how dirty it is. Can you see that? Can you see how gross that is? Can you see that? Okay, and this is what it's gonna look like. See that? See how clean that is? There's that. Alright, right now what we gotta do is we gotta pop this out because we have a 10mm bolt, but it looks like somebody already broke it out. So what you gotta do is pull this out, hopefully without breaking it, which I didn't. Okay. Alright, Shane, come on over here to the other side. I need you to hold the camera. And right now I'm going to show you the tools that you need. Well, you needed that 10mm for that socket that's up in the up here. You know, you need 10mm up there. You need this hook tool. You're going to need a little screwdriver, and you're going to need this. So let's get to this right now. All right, Shane, here we go. All right. First thing, now that you got this top off, now you dig this in there. I'm gonna have to use the other one now. Alright, pop that out. Okay, we have a Phillips screw right here. Okay, put that aside. This little hook tool now. Okay, and if you come in here, Shane, we want to show everybody this right here. Got this right here. Pop it off, and now we have another screw. We got to take out right there. Alright, you can back up a little bit. Just get this overall area. Okay, now we should be nice and loose. Oh, and we also have to. There's a little thing in there. We got to push that in. Alright, now we got it loose. Okay, now back up a little bit. I want to show this area right here. This thing right here has a wire going to it, so you have to be very careful when pulling this out.
That doesn't look very easy, does it?
I know, it's fighting me now. I'm under pressure. Oh darn. One of the fins just came off. I didn't want to see that.
Uh-oh.
Alright. And there we go. Got it to pop out. I wish I did that first. Because two of the fins are now loose, and now I have to get that back in. That's not going to be fun at all. Okay, next step. Got to pull this wire down. You gotta be very careful. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now there's a little tab right here that you have to push in, and then you can pull that out. Alright. Wants to be a bugger, huh?
That means it doesn't want to come out.
It does not want to come out.
It's like
There we go.
There
Okay.
we go.
Not damaged. Alright. Can you look in there? Can you see all that dust and nastiness in there? Can you see that? Okay, now you can't clean that with a Q-tip or pipe cleaner, and you can't shoot a bunch of cleaner down there because you don't want that going down your vent. So you gotta take, excuse me, I'm all burping now. You gotta take this out. So now that you've got this taken out, let's take apart what you need to, let's see here. Okay, got this little tab right here that has to come off. You have to lift up, and this is hard plastic and it's not very forgiving, so you may break a tab here and there, but this all goes back together pretty tightly, so don't worry about breaking anything. Okay, got that out. Up, see, and see that piece just broke right there, and it was lifting out, and I still caught it. So we have one more. See, and somebody else has taken this apart, because this tab right here is broken. This tab right here is already broken. As I was mentioning up top up here, that there was a nut that had to be taken out, and that wasn't. So that's broken. All right. See, now we're basically pretty darn. Oh, we got one right here. Do we have to take that one out? No. No, this is what's holding onto it. Okay, this is like a plastic weld. So this is gonna have essentially be broken off right here, and there's nothing you can do about it. So when you're ready to take this out, you have to pull these up and over and up, over and out. See that? See, now, oh, pop back in. Now, see, comes right out. Okay, now to take this out. Now, do not throw this into the sink or anything and think you're going to start washing this right now, because you have this temperature sensor that is in here, and you don't want to get that wet. So you gotta lift that tab up a little bit as you're pulling out. Lift up. Bam. See, now you can see, look at all that disgustingness. You would never be able to clean that off if you didn't take this apart. Now once this gets all nice and clean, it's gonna look like it's brand new. All right,
like you just bought it.
Exactly. Oh, and all right, and then we're actually at this point I wanted to show everyone. Okay, you have this piece right here. This piece is what ties all these together, and the one in the middle is where this one goes. I don't know if you can see it. This is really hard. This was extremely time consuming. So if you have to replace one of these, which I did last night, one of these wasn't working, and it looks like that tab, maybe, no, that tab is still good. But what you need to do is start off with these on the end, and then you do the middle. So you do this one and then this one, and then you get the middle in, and then you work in either the left or the right side one. You have to lift it toward you, up, to get it over the little lip in here. Where's the little piece? Is there one of these little fins here? I can show the people what these little fins look like. Oh, I hope it didn't go down the thing there. Oh, one did. Awesome. Oh.
I think I could get it. My hands are a little bit smaller.
You know what? I'm like right on it, and if I can't get it, I'll let you do it. And I got it. Okay. There's this little tab right here that this hooks onto. And you got to be very careful. You don't want to put too much pressure on here because it'll break, and
it's going to cost a lot of money.
Well, it'll cost a bit. I highly recommend going to the junkyard and getting one that is not broken if one of your fins is broken, because this is so aggravating. I am now totally not looking forward to putting this one back together. But it is what it is. That should get you back together by putting those in that order. The two sides, then the middle, and then you can do the other two. Also, so you don't get that to pop out while you're cleaning it, be very careful. When you're cleaning it, be very gentle. And you're going to want to wash it 3, maybe 4 times, and you have to let it dry completely, because if there's any moisture left, it'll kind of hide a lot of the dust and debris on here, and it'll also leave a ton of streaks. So make sure you wash it and let it completely dry before you put it back in. And if it has streaks or whatever, what I did was I just took a paper towel with some cleaner, and I just gently and called it good. So come on over here, Shane. Let's show everyone how we're gonna put this back together. Uh-oh, looks like we're missing a big old giant piece.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, the other one I was like, hey, look, let's make that look. Okay, so let's pop this in. Now there's this little white thing right here that has to go into that hole. So
This kind of looks easy, but it's not.
No, but it's not that hard. Once you know what you got to do. Okay, and here you can see I super glued mine a little bit shut. I said before that it's pretty tight in there, and when you put this all back together, I'm not too worried about rattling, but if you can make it more perfect, why not do it? So I had a few minutes and I glued it. So we got that in. Put this in here. I'm not at a good angle. Okay, you gotta get those two in there. Oh, and one little bit of information if you have to replace these fins and do any work with that little metal thing, make sure you're all the way to the left or all the way to the right when you're putting these in, because now my other one doesn't have full range of motion. It still works, but it's not 100%. Okay, now let's just work this in. Okay, there we go. Alright, now once that's in there, it ain't gonna move. Now we're gonna eventually put this in. Let's put this. Back in that way. Oh no! Don't get all dirty. Okay, so, oh, and what we used to clean this was scrubbing it like this, and then once it was all pretty much cleaned and left with just streaks, then I just used the paper towel with the cleaner on it.
Then it's completely clean.
Yes, and look at that. See, and I'm very proud of myself. I got this one working. I had to replace one of the fins in there, and now it's working. I'm very proud of myself for that. It took me an hour to figure out how to get it back together and do it. So
That must take a long time.
well, about an hour. All right, we got this screwdriver, and I think that's it. So
Think that's it?
yeah, come over on this side channel. Let's see if we can get this. Okay, now as I was saying before, you got to be careful with these wires. Well, when I pop mine out, you can back up a little bit. When I pulled these out, the switch broke, so I had to take this connector from the other parts car and just rewire it. So let's get this. Get it all wrapped around. Alright, now this is the very first time I put one back in, so bear with me.
Yeah, I would not spend my money to get a new one to fix it.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that other one did break. What's going on here? I have a different plug. I think I have a different plug here. Oh, no, I was putting it in the wrong thing. I was trying to put it there. It goes right here. Woo! That was funny. I was putting it in the wrong spot. Oh, stressing myself out over nothing. Alright. Got these back
But if
in there.
it was the wrong one, then that would be bad.
Yeah, I just have to rewire the other one.
Yeah.
From the other one or something. Alright. Lamba, lamba, bam, bam, bam. Alright, where's those other screws?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that one did not go in right. Don't worry about that, buddy. Just concentrate on the camera.
Yeah, this is not very easy putting it back in.
Alright, there we go. Woo!
Now it's
Now
back
I got
in.
that. I don't know if you can see this, but this was giving me a bit of a hard time right in there. This little
Yeah.
extra piece there. One more of those screws. Okay.
Then when you're done with all of it, then it's back to normal.
Yes, buddy. Alright, I'm just missing
But
one
clean.
screw. That could be anywhere in here. Oh well, I gotta go get one more screw for this side here. But if you Alright everybody, I don't have the piece on me right here. I don't know where it is, but you put that one screw in here, pop this back in place.
And then it's back together.
Yep, I just don't want to put it all back together just yet because I need to go to the other car and get that screw. Can't believe I can't find it. Left it right here on purpose. I don't see it anywhere. You know what? We got one from over here we can use. Okay. Alright. Oops, sorry, buddy. Back up a little bit.
Is this it?
No. That is for the seat. That is a seat fan. Alright. Got that in there. Working. It's looking like new. We gotta put this piece back in.
It's gonna probably cost a lot of money if you were paying. So it could be all like brand new. That'll definitely be a lot of money.
Hook tool, hook tool, hook tool. Stupid piece of plastic out of there. Okay. Alright, see the camera. Alright, everybody. I can't reach. Okay, see this little tab down there? Yeah, see that one down there? Pop that baby right in there, give her a couple smacks, and it is good to go. I don't know if you can tell, but man, this thing is so clean now. I do have to find this piece. I took it off a couple weeks ago when I first started digging into this and trying to figure out what I needed to do, but let's see, what is that, 20 minutes minus bunch of talking that really isn't like work time. I don't know, I gotta tell you, I'm really proud of myself, and that is a YouTube first. Seriously, I've been looking for ways to get into this vent, and essentially I had to destroy the one that's in this car to figure out how it all came apart. So that's how I knew this thing right here, this very top one, that just pops right out. Now, it looks so solid, and when I ripped it out, I saw that there was a screw under there, so there it is. It might have to be tightened up or something, pushed a little bit more back in place, because this little gap right here shouldn't be there. So I got a little bit of adjusting to do, but that's what we get for, you know, being under pressure. Nothing ever works out the right way. I need a sip of some delicious French roast from Starbucks. Oh, it really gets the motor running. So, this is what I'm gonna have to look at for probably another day or two, because what can be a problem. Oh, did I put the wrong? Oh no, this is the other passenger side. What can be a problem is these things right here. The clips hold onto these so tight, it's like a death grip, and the plastic is so brittle, it's just gonna break. So what you should do, or could do rather, is get a bit of JB Weld, put this piece right back on, and then let it dry for a full 24 hours, and then it should be able to slide it right back in. And since these don't move very much, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. And right here, this had a big old piece on here that was busted out because somebody, I knew it, I knew somebody was in these vents or had taken this out already because of all those clips and stuff that was broken on the vents. I did not do like all of those, and here's proof that whoever took this out didn't know to pull out the SRS badge thing right here. Pop that out, and then you have access to the bolt. So now mine's all nice and pretty. I don't have any smoke marks or burn marks from the cigarettes, but that's my motivation to get this done. And I also have to do the rest of this. Here's another, see how this is all wonky? I gotta do this. But hey, please subscribe, click that like button, and ring that bell like Scotty Kilmer says, because there are so many more repairs I got coming, and I'm betting that if you have a Mercedes, a lot of these repairs are going to translate into what you're doing. So please, by all means, click like, subscribe, comment, let me know. What'd you think of the video? Did you like that better? And I'm telling you, check out that chick, L35 in Colorado. She's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Alright, everybody. Here we go. I gotta take this dirty old nasty one and go wash it. I'm gonna make it look nice and pretty. I'm gonna take this. Oh, no, I forgot. Now I gotta find two fins. I gotta find two fins to fix that. Add one. Maybe this is the other. But yeah, these little tabs right here is what was broken on that one from the parts car. And so I had to take this whole thing apart just for that one little piece.